What did we call this podcast?
I don't even know.
We don't have a title for this.
No.
The Marinaut Podcast?
What? Just call it Untitled Podcast.
That probably exists.
Yeah, there's definitely
That'll come up with someone else's podcast.
Untitled Podcast.
Welcome back to the Untitled Podcast. No, welcome back to this Untitled Podcast. It might be called the Marinaut Podcast. It might be called the Marinauts Podcast. We don't know. We barely thought of this.
We're not really thinking at all.
We never do. I promise I won't drink during the podcast. I just needed a sip and I choked on it. I don't want you guys to listen to me swallowing. Found that out last time. I took a sip and it was very audible. During the Trolls video, you could hear me take like a big swig. It's like
delicious.
I had to cut it. I genuinely had to cut it. Welcome back. I'm Anthony, and we still have our good friends Patrick and Teddy joining with us.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nothing has happened.
Yep.
Much.
We're accounted for.
Nothing has happened. Well, I don't know. Has anything happened with you guys in the past week?
I mean,
Nope.
I got back from the mountains today. But
There we go.
That's about it. I saw a bear there.
Oh, dude, I saw the video you posted of that.
That was
that
cool.
bear.
It was really weird.
That was like insanely close to your house.
Yeah, he just came to say hi.
I
And then he actually came later and he fucking ate all those bird feeders that you see in the video. He took them down.
How are you not like
mercy.
terrified of that? Did you save the video?
Yeah, I think I have it on.
We'll edit it into this audio-only
Yeah.
podcast.
video. I just called the bear. What did I call him? Like a dumbass? Probably something like
It
that.
was something along those lines, yeah.
An asshole.
It was
Bear.
scary. I would have been terrified.
No, he's alright.
I don't know what I would have done. Before this podcast started, we were actually we were talking about Halo. So we might talk about Halo for a bit. I'm not even sure.
Halo.
I've never played it, to be fair. I think Patrick has and Teddy has. You probably the
I've
most.
played all the Halos.
Yeah. And then what have you played, Pat? Like Reach?
I've only played Reach and 4,
Reach and 4.
and I didn't even play I only played the multiplayer and like the what's it called, the Flood or whatever. With, like the zombies.
Oh,
that Infection. That game mode on Reach.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yep.
I think that's the one, or was it 4? I don't remember. I remember that's all I played though in that game.
Yeah.
To be honest, I never liked Halo because I didn't like their suits. They looked funny. They looked like big, clunky
Like the Master
roadblocks.
Chief armor.
Yes.
I thought they looked cool. And in Reach you could like customize them, remember?
Yeah, I remember
dude.
seeing
Reach
that.
had the best customization. Yeah. Halo is just, it's like, it could be good, but like they don't even know why it's good. Like
No, they don't.
They have no idea why the first one was good, and barely anybody does because nobody's played the first one now. Everybody's just has
no one
taste
our
of
age.
5, and like all they think about with Halo is just like, oh, that's like Call of Duty, right?
Well,
that's like Space Call of Duty.
Space in Infinite Warfare?
Do people even know about
Yeah.
Halo? Like, do
No
kids
one
these
our
days
age,
even
no.
know about Halo?
Just so weird because kids 5 years older than us could be huge Halo fans. But
Yeah.
kids our age generally don't play a lot of Halo. And that's a big generalization because that's just us talking about like our close friend groups and the people we know.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of Halo fans.
But Halo is not as big as it used to be, bro. Halo used to be huge.
Yeah, Halo 1 and 2 were big hits. Halo 3, was that the one that had the ending that pissed everybody off? Or was that Mass Effect 3?
That's Mass Effect 3.
I never played Mass Effect
I never
either.
played those.
I remember that, though. Like, it was just like every ending was the same, but like just different colors of explosions.
Really?
Is that actually it?
It was like that bad, I'm pretty sure. Like, there was slight changes. Like,
But it's not
this
enough.
character died in this version, but in this version it was just this other character, but in the exact same way.
Right. You just
So
swap
bad.
out the character.
Imagine that. Imagine being a Mass Effect person and you play through 3 games, and then you get to the finale.
It doesn't matter.
It's just like you choose the blue, the red, or the green ending.
Didn't that have like a really bad game recently?
Andromeda.
Andromeda, bro.
Did horribly.
That shit sucked.
Yeah.
I say that never playing it, or any other Mass Effect game.
Well, I remember...
I don't think any of us have played Mass Effect.
No.
So we have no idea what we're talking about.
I've seen enough videos about Andromeda to know that it wasn't a well-received game.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's like... I started with I know, and then I said I don't know. Don't know what I'm trying to say. It's, for me, I remember being young and seeing on YouTube, like, people complaining about the Mass Effect series, the
Yeah.
third one. Like, that's some of my earlier YouTube memories within the YouTube gaming sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Was people being like, "This is god awful.
Yeah, this is bad.
This is really bad."
Man. It's just a little bit beyond us, you know? Mass Effect.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
Because we were, how old were we when the third one came out?
When did it come out? Like 2011?
Probably
We were playing something else. We were playing Call of Duty.
Minecraft.
Black
that's
Ops
all.
2.
That's all we cared about.
Zombies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess that makes us the Black Ops 2 generation.
Yeah.
Is that how you break that down? What are today's kids like? Kids who are 11 now. What are they? Fortnite?
Ninja.
Fortnite, like Siege.
Are they gonna?
They
Is there
get
gonna be a
Siege,
renaissance?
Siege is still huge, bro.
Is
Siege
it?
got even bigger, bro. Like it's not even the people who used to play Siege. Like when I played it, don't play Siege anymore. It's like a completely different crowd. Although
Really?
one person we know, I won't name, still plays it.
Second wave.
Yeah, second wave. I don't know how. I hate it. You guys know how much I used to love that game. That
Yeah.
game sucks.
Is it
I hate
bad
that
now?
game now.
Why would they do?
I hate what they did with it. Like, so when the game came out,
They made it.
it kind of blew because it wasn't very optimized, but it was so fun because each time it was like a little bit of a sandbox of a fucking firefight. Like people just blew up walls and like everybody was trying something new to win. And then they just started fixing things and adding in stuff that like made it more balanced or whatever. But then they also imbalanced it with like new operators that made it crazy. So the game was always fun because it was not balanced, in my opinion. And then more people started to play it and they were like, "Oh, let's make it competitive." So then they really focused on the competitive part of the game. So they went like balls to the wall on balancing, and they like started taking maps out of the game to like work on them. And just taking maps out completely. And then at this point, I think they're making new operators with like the same guns that other operators have, just with different
Like
skins.
appearance.
Yeah, and it's like it's just not. It doesn't even feel close to the same. Like I got on with all the boys who used to play it in high school.
Yep.
It sucked. We hated it, and not a single person had fun. It's just a completely different experience. It's like it's more like it's like a CS:GO. It's like that competitive now.
Do you think it's also because
Women.
no.
Yes. I don't want them in my games.
Get them out.
No, do you think it's also because what's it called? When a game gets bigger and more competitive, people like try to solve it in a way.
Yeah.
They try to like they always get the meta stuff.
Yes,
and
the
like,
meta. Yeah.
and then it kind of ruins the
exactly
experience
it.
of like
You literally just put it into
'cause
words. Yeah.
when I don't really play game. I don't like I like competitive games, but I always like doing like my own thing in it.
Yes.
And just kind of messing around in it.
Yeah.
But then
Speaking God's truth right here.
if it's like a
Lord.
super competitive game, like if you don't do a certain thing, you'll just lose.
You lose
every time.
exactly. People start figuring it out. Like they just start delving into it. Like how can I be the best at this? And then they figure out the meta. They figure out everything.
It's the tryhards.
Like
And
the
it's-
proper builds.
It's exactly.
Well,
and then
that's how
they
you get a
cater
toxic community.
exactly. And then they cater to that. The developers are like, we're gonna focus on this because that's what's getting us the numbers.
I feel the exact same about League of Legends.
Yeah.
Isn't that what happened to Overwatch? Didn't
Pretty
Overwatch?
probably.
Because I know the community went super toxic, and you like couldn't join a game without
Yeah.
just being cursed out for choosing the wrong character.
Oh yeah.
In a
That's true.
game about having multiple characters to choose from to play
Yeah.
in these different situations,
Overwatch
it's like
has been plagued by that, like from the beginning.
they've
Just
always had that.
metas.
Of just like, how dare you pick McCree? Get
Yeah.
off my team. And it's like, I just want to be the cowboy. Can I play the game the way I want?
So
I just want to shoot them with the revolver.
Yeah, like what's so bad about that? Oh, it's because he's not good. He's not good in this map. He's not good in this situation.
You
I don't
can't
know.
play him on this map. You can't play him on defense.
How dare you? He's a terrible defense player. You really gonna try to defend with a
I
tree?
remember I played. What's that? There's like one character in Overwatch. He's like a robot, and he's
Bastion.
He's only made to defend because he like sets up as a turret. And I remember I just liked playing him like every game, even when you attack.
Yeah.
And it was fun. Like, but then I remember
People don't like it.
People got mad.
Yeah.
He's like, you can only play him on defense or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's true. You're an idiot.
Not
How
early
could you
days
not
of
know that?
Overwatch.
How could you not know that Lucius is not Lucian? What's his name? The little like
Lucio, I think.
Lucio.
Oh,
the guy on the like
That's the guy
blue
from Harry
braids.
Potter.
Yeah.
It's Lucius Malfoy.
The dude on the rollerblades. I love that guy.
How
Yeah.
dare you have fun in a video game?
How dare you have fun in my competitive video game?
Come on.
It's not supposed to be fun.
Get
It's supposed to be
that
about
shit.
winning.
Yeah,
Out of here, bro.
Gotta get gold. No one wants to watch a streamer have fun. They want to watch a streamer be competitive.
Yeah, dude.
Dr. Disrespect.
Dr.
Dr.
Disrespect. We're back, baby. Full circle.
Yes.
Coming back from podcast 1. If you haven't listened to that one, don't. It's like 2 hours long.
Don't do
Skip it.
Skip it.
No, actually, listen. I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed that one.
I haven't heard
We
it.
talked a bit about Dr. Disrespect. Since then, he still has not said anything about his situation other than a music video, 30 seconds long, where he says, "I will not be held back" or something.
It's like, it's out of my hands, but I'm still in control.
Yep.
That's what he says.
That's what. So wise words from Guy Beam. He kind of Dr. Disrespect kind of looks like the villain from Despicable Me 3. Should I pull the
that?
picture of him?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that Despicable
I thought
Me
that was.
movie.
Wait, what? What does the villain look like in that?
Like I just told you, it looks like Dr. Disrespect. Oh, I just looked up the movie. I need the villain. Yeah, bad guy. Not birthday scene or bikini scene. That's kind of
Okay.
Ooh,
Despicable
bikini
Me
scene.
3 bikinis.
this guy from
Oh yeah.
from Despicable
Yeah.
Me 3.
That's
Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect.
In a cute
And the
little
first one
pantsuit.
looks like. What's the. Wait.
Oh, Vector.
Who is, yeah, Vector.
Vector,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm thinking.
I know the
of.
lore.
Oh my god, I
Despicable
fucking
Me
love
lore.
Vector, bro. Oh, he's the best
Who's the
one.
villain in the second one?
I don't think that grew. I don't know. Who the villain
What was the one where he had
second
like a clone brother?
That's the third. That's the third
Is
one.
Dr. Disrespect
there's like
Gru's
the-
brother?
No, there's like
No.
the white version of
There's
him.
like a white...
He's in a white suit.
Yeah, he's like a white suit.
It's like his long lost
He's
brother.
like, he's
or
like the
something.
good version of him. Like they beat
Oh,
him
he's
for
got the
like,
blonde
My
hair.
brother! He's like,
Gru's like the
"Hello."
dark version of him. He's
Yeah.
like the
Evil Gru.
corrupted version.
Corrupted
Gru
Gru.
is the corrupted Gru. Like,
Oh,
he's the bad one. Apparently,
those are kind of good movies.
The first one I like actually.
Yeah, like
I think the second one and the third one might really be bad.
I
But I haven't seen them in
I
a
don't even-
while.
What was the second one about?
I
I
don't.
could not tell you.
There's
I
a
saw it
scene-
in theaters.
He has a sombrero with guacamole.
Oh yeah, I remember. Is that the one with the giant mall?
Yes,
Yes,
that's the mall
yes.
one. Yeah, good,
Oh my
good
god,
point.
I forgot about that. But
And
It was
Was
like
it
a taco restaurant or something.
Yeah,
wasn't he
Mexican
working
restaurant?
for like a spy?
I think he was trying to be good in that
Yes!
movie.
He's like trying to be
There
a
was the
good guy.
evil. It was like the Council of Evil or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the movie where he's trying to be good, and it doesn't work for him.
Yeah.
And then in the third one, I guess he is stopping Dr. Disrespect from cheating on his wife. I don't know what the plot of those are. But I'd put the first Despicable Me in the same category as like Shrek. Not on the same level, but in the same box of
Yeah.
surprisingly good animated kids movies.
Shrek.
Like Megamind.
Kind of like
Megamind.
Megamind's actually a really good movie.
Megamind's pretty good.
That's not a joke. I genuinely enjoy Megamind.
What else are have you guys seen Treasure Planet?
Is that the one?
Yeah,
Yes,
that
I
shit
like that a lot.
Rocks, dude. That movie's so
That movie
cool.
scared me though.
Really?
It was
Which
like
part?
that one dude with like the robot arm or something.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, the
The
cook,
villain
the
dude.
chef.
Silver or whatever his name is.
I don't know.
Wait, who's
Did he
the
like
chef
fall?
character?
How does he die?
Probably
He
falls.
gets like dropped off of a cliff. I remember.
Oh, I totally know what you're talking
Does he fall out of like a
about.
boat?
No, they're going around the black hole, and
Yes,
like,
he does
there's
fall,
there's
I
like
remember.
the guy, he's like made
Oh,
of
he
stone,
does!
and he's like the captain, and he's
Yes.
the quartermaster. He's like, save me, and then the guy with the claws is like, eh, he cuts the rope, and he falls into the black hole,
Yep.
dude. Do you remember that scene?
In Mario Galaxy, it's like the,
Yeah, he's like, whoa.
I remember that.
That scene scared me when I was a kid because I was like,
That whole movie scared me.
It's
Didn't they
a
like
good
live
movie.
on the moon?
yeah,
No.
the spaceport
It was a
is
crescent.
the moon.
Oh,
It was like a
The
giant
spaceport
crescent.
is the
Remember?
moon.
I thought you said
It was the
the
beginning.
moon.
Remember, like, wasn't the beginning like DreamWorks and like zoomed in on it?
Yeah,
that was a
It's
Disney
like-
movie, wasn't it?
no, it's DreamWorks. I
It was
think.
DreamWorks because I remember like at the beginning of DreamWorks it's like the guy fishing on the moon.
Yeah, classic.
I think they
DreamWorks.
zoomed in on it and then like they
Ew.
showed
And then yeah,
the world.
like it shows the
like it was connected to the
okay. We got
logo.
DreamWorks animated films. Is it time to
Oh, it
talk
is
about
Disney.
it?
You're right. It is Disney.
I think it is.
It is Disney. Oh my god, it is Disney.
Then what am I thinking of?
No, you're thinking of that. It's in that movie. I think.
Did they do
but
that?
it
They
is
stole the
Disney.
DreamWorks
Do they
logo for the
troll
intro,
DreamWorks?
I think it's just. I think they just show a shot of the moon.
and then
And they're
zoom in,
like-
they go,
That's where we're gonna go. And then they zoom in, and it's like.
I'm going to steal the moon!
Yeah, it's like
I
that.
forgot that was the plot of the
That's why it's a good movie.
With me.
But DreamWorks animated.
They made Shrek.
Well, I was going to segue this to my other favorite film, The Road to El Dorado.
Oh, dude,
I've
underrated.
never seen that movie.
Have you
I've
not?
seen half of it.
Underrated.
I watched it in your car.
Yes, I was going to say.
I watched
Probably
half
seen
of
it
it
in
in
my
Teddy's
minivan.
car.
Every time we would drive to a soccer game or anything like that, we would play the film in Teddy's car.
El Dorado was
Constantly,
always
but it was
bro.
on silent.
Uh-huh.
And I probably have seen that film, bits and pieces of it, enough to add up to 10 times.
I just remember there was the red dude and there's the blue dude, right?
Yeah.
And they go and then like everyone thinks they're gods.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
That does happen.
That's all you need
They
to know.
summon a stone jaguar.
They do.
There's a
Did
witch
not
doctor,
get that far.
and then they play like a dodgeball with
They
basketball.
play. Yeah, they play.
And there's an armadillo.
There's an armadillo.
Really good movie.
The
actually.
armadillo is the god the whole time.
Is he?
Yeah, like actually.
Wait, what?
That's the real thing that you don't notice it when you're a kid, but the fucking armadillo is the god, and they're always around the armadillo, but he's always doing everything. So
What?
yeah, true beans. Like they start. So okay, there's one scene. I don't know why I remember this scene so well, but there's one scene where the two of them are in an argument, and there's like a volcano going off in the background.
Yeah.
And so everyone's like, "Oh shit!" Like they're causing it. And as a kid, I was like, "Oh shit!" They're causing it. It's the fucking armadillo.
How'd
He's
he cause
chasing
a
a butterfly, bro, and he's causing the world to shake. And then in later scenes, they show him doing shit like that.
What?
And causing things to happen. So the armadillo was the god the whole time, bro.
Is this like
So
confirmed? Because this sounds
I don't know
like
if it's confirmed, but it's like
Is this a film
you,
theory?
you have to watch it
Did you get
and
this
you'll
from Matt
totally
Pat?
see it. No, I just I got this from Matt Pat.
This
It's
sounds
from
like my
the source.
that sounds like my Ice Age scrat theory that I came up with like senior year of high school.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's confirmed, but like I think it might be. Like I'll have to rewatch it. Like they might really allude to it.
They probably do.
Yeah,
I think that Scrat is an eldritch god
that
of chaos.
fucking guy, dude.
Because almost all the Ice Age films plots,
They cause.
they're caused by
Yeah.
the squirrel,
Yeah.
Scrat the
He
rat.
wants his
He wants his nut.
acorn.
Just wants a fucking.
It's
nut,
about
bro.
greed. The films are about
He
greed.
does want a nut, and then
The
he like
theme is
breaks the
greed.
earth with it.
Yeah. He also wants a woman at one point. He sinks Atlantis for that.
What?
I remember that scene. They're like falling down a cliff with the acorn.
Yeah.
And the woman's like, the guy's like, "Oh, I'm gonna die with this woman, right?" But then
Yeah.
like she just leaves because she's like a flying
Yes,
squirrel.
she
or whatever.
opens up her
my
wings and she like.
He snatches the nut from him, and he plummets to the abyss.
That's some like decorative word choice. Plummets to the abyss.
How did he live
Snatches
that
the
fall?
nut. He
I
didn't.
don't know, bro.
Because he's a god. Because he's an eldritch god.
Do you remember?
He can't die.
one of
Wasn't
the
it like Acorn
dinosaurs?
Heaven?
Oh my god, I remember that.
He did go to heaven.
He went to heaven, and he got like
Banned.
denied. Oh,
Yeah.
didn't they like
He got,
revive
he
him?
got denied.
The next scene was Scrat going to hell and burning alive.
Do you remember the second one? It was about like the flood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Noah's
a
Ark.
giant- it
Yeah.
was like
Noah
Noah's
showed
Ark
up.
There's
almost.
two fish that scared me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I forgot about
There was like
those
there's the
guys.
big fat fish,
Yep.
and then there was like the little. It was like a
Dude,
skinny one.
I bet if we rewatch that, it's gonna look so shitty now.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
those
Probably.
giant fish are gonna
They'll
look
still
so
scare me.
bad.
When I was a kid, I had a nightmare. I don't know if I ever told you the story. When I was a kid, I had a dream that me and my grandpa were walking through like the Arctic, and the fish were chasing us. I could see them through the ice beneath us, and it terrified me. And so we fled into a hotel, and we checked in, and like I was like a weird hotel, like everything was pink, weird. We went into our room, and as we were walking down the hallway, like the floor got like squishy, and like we opened up our room, and it was like a pool. The pool was like yellow, and we were inside like a giant fish's stomach, and we had to
What the
escape.
fuck?
My grandpa got eaten. I watched my grandpa get eaten by this like massive ice age fish, and then the little one for the rest of the dream chased me alone across like this barren Arctic wasteland. And then I woke up.
Arctic like hellscape.
Yes, it was the weirdest. I was like 8. It was terrifying.
Oh, they are a little creepy. I mean,
What do they look like? Let me see.
They're not that scary
let me,
now.
let me get a good shot of them. Here they are.
Editor, throw this picture up in post.
Ah, there they are. They're kind of. I mean, like, hold on. Let me turn my brightness a little.
Pretty spooky.
It's the teeth. They got.
I think the one on the right was
Oh.
always the scarier one.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah, that's the one that I
left was-
checked into with my grandpa.
Yeah, the one on the left is just like
He
small.
checked into. How do you check into a?
I don't know. There was a clerk in there.
Oh my god,
Scary dream.
bro.
Freaked me out. Do you guys have any like dreams from childhood that you like vividly remember?
Yep.
Is it the Lego one?
It's the Lego one.
It's the Lego one.
It's the Lego one.
Okay, tell the Lego
Yeah,
one.
wait, what's the Lego one?
Well, it's not that special. It was just my old house in Connecticut. Our backyard was like filled with lava.
In the dream or like in real
No,
life?
in the dream. In the dream, it was filled with lava, and then there was like a Lego raft that we had to like get to this treehouse through the lava.
Wow.
And then like my mom came out with like cookies or something. We were like in the backyard, and she like came out through the house. She's like, "Hey, Mom, want cookies?" And then she like burned in the lava. And everyone was Lego characters.
Oh.
You know, like when Lego characters die in the games, it's like split apart. It's like that.
You watched your mom just like disassemble. It's like, ooh, the Roblox effect. Oh, that hurt my stomach from laughing.
Wow, dude. Oh,
That's like the one memory I remember from my childhood.
That dream.
That's the only
I'm
one.
trying to remember like.
What about you, Teddy?
I remember one from college that I still remember, which was so weird. I can't remember any childhood ones, but if I do, I'll think of it. I'll tell the college one though, because it's so fucked up. So in my dream, right, I woke up in my bed and I like got out of bed and like I brushed my teeth and I like got dressed and then I went to class. And I went, after class, I came back and I played, like, For Honor for, like, 30 minutes. All in my dream, bro, right?
In real time.
Yeah, I felt like it, right?
Yeah.
And so then I went and I worked out and I got lunch, which is what I normally did. And then I went back and I, like, played For Honor. And then I'm pretty sure in my dream, like, I went I can't remember that part exactly. But anyways, at one point, like, I'm walking back to my hall in my dream. Like, I'm walking back to my room. And I remember just thinking, this doesn't feel right. Like, this is starting to feel weird. So then I walk into my room, and, like, I look around, and I'm like, okay. And then I walk into my dorm, and I open it up, and I see myself asleep in my bed.
What?
Yeah. And so I walk in the room, and I just see myself asleep. And then in real time, it felt like I switched perspective to myself sleeping, and I look over, and I see myself in the doorway, and we're both just looking at each other like, what the fuck? Like, yeah,
terrifying.
And then I woke up to the sound of fucking like sirens, bro, and I just wake up and I'm like what? I immediately look over to check like who the hell's in the fucking hallway.
That's like a fever dream.
It was so weird, dude. Like,
that's terrifying.
Inexplicable dream. Like, it was just it was just a regular night, dude. It was terrifying.
It sounds like you almost went lucid.
Almost
like
dude.
lucid
Like,
dream.
yeah. Like, I could just. Oh, it was so weird.
Have you ever?
Such a weird feeling.
Have either of you ever had a lucid dream?
Nope.
I don't think. Not that I can remember.
I've had.
Yeah, I might have
one.
had one, but I don't remember it.
Yeah.
I had one when I was a kid, and all I remember is like in the dream. I remember. I just started flying, and then I realized I could control it. And I was like, "Oh, cool! I want to fly to New York." And then I was in New York, and I was like, "Oh, I'm controlling this." And so I invested in a building and filled it with I made it like a ball pit, and then I woke up and I realized I had lucid dreams. Like, why did I waste it on a ball pit? Yes, I made a ball pit in like a skyscraper.
You invested in the skyscraper.
I remember having to pay for
You
it.
just filled a skyscraper with like a bulb.
Yes, like it was like a 32-floor building or something.
Did you like rent it
With
out?
no floor. I vividly remember like having to go up to the person and pay in cash for the building.
Even in your dream.
I don't know why, because at that point I
Nothing's
controlled
free.
it.
Even in your
That's
dreams.
hilarious.
But recently, I've been trying to lucid dream, and I've been reading a lot of pages of people who are like, "Oh, lucid dreaming guru here. If you want to lucid dream, you have to lay in bed perfectly still, and think about being awake. So when you do start dreaming, you'll know you're awake." Horrible advice, because that actually caused me sleep paralysis.
Oh god,
Yeah,
dude.
and so
Fuck.
I was laying in bed in the dark, right over there. We record in my bedroom. That's our office right now. So I was laying in bed, and then I saw my friend and her boyfriend standing right over there at the base of my bed, staring at me. And so I freaked out and started trying to scream, but I
it's
couldn't
the
scream
worst,
because I
dude.
couldn't move. And I guess I couldn't make a noise. But then slowly I started to hear the sound like a.
Yeah.
Getting louder, and then I went, "Ah!" And I shook myself awake, and I realized that was me screaming in real life. Weirdest thing I've ever experienced.
Yes, dude.
Cursed.
I had one like that like only a month ago. Dude.
Did you really?
Like it wasn't like a bad one, but I remember, dude, like I woke up, right? And I'm like kind of on my side, like, but like I could tell there's someone like right over there just out of my view.
Yeah.
Like, I could hear them moving the curtains around. So I remember trying to say like, "Hey, who's there? But all I can hear is like,
Nothing comes out.
and then I swear from my end, like I can't see whoever it is, but I just hear like a.
What?
So I was like freaking
That's
out,
pretty
dude. That's
scary.
like I was like I thought for some reason I thought it was my brother pulling a prank on me. So I was like, hey, you asshole, like trying to get it out. And then I eventually woke up and I was like, oh shit.
It's
like,
a weird
And then you
feeling.
look over and you're like, what?
Is that real? Like,
Yeah. Oh,
It's
fucking
weird to wake up seeing what you saw in a dream. You know, like your exact perspective in your dream, and then you wake up and it's the same thing you're seeing.
exact
same. I've never-
Oh, no. Really?
Lucky Patrick, bro.
I don't even have. I've never had a lucid dream either.
I've had one other
Yeah.
sleep paralysis thing. It's the dumbest story ever. I was in college. I had to stay up till 2 a.m. for whatever I was doing, and to do so, I was really bored, and I was watching Red Letter Media, like in bed, kind of like in a laying down position with the phone kind of next to my face. And then I was like, all right, I need to pause the video. And then I realized I couldn't move, and I was like, oh, I'm frozen, because I didn't know what like sleep paralysis really was. And I was like, I'm frozen, I can't move, and I panicked, and then I eventually got
Forced to watch.
Dang.
Red Letter.
I have to watch Mike Stocklosser, Jay Bowman
God,
forever.
It's such a weird feeling, dude.
It is. It's bad.
And you don't know, you can't even imagine what it's like until it happens.
And then it hits.
And then you're like, oh, it's horrible.
It's
It's the worst.
Let's train you
Yeah, let's
to
train
have sleep
Patrick.
I don't
paralysis.
want to.
Just
That
lay in
sounds
bed and
worse.
don't move.
I already have terrifying dreams.
Yeah, I was talking to Pat about dreams, and he said that every dream he has nowadays
It always involves me either falling off a cliff, my
Oh.
teeth falling out,
Oh.
or like the entire Earth getting destroyed.
Oh.
What was the one about like the
No.
giant people or whatever that came down from the sky that you
Oh
had?
yeah. There's. I was like on a train. It was like this futuristic city, right?
Yeah.
And like the Earth was like very, what do you call it?
Barren.
Not kind of like that. It was like futuristic, but like there were few buildings. Like it was very like,
It was like spread out, isolated, kind of.
no, like the whole Earth
Oh,
was
so it
made
looks
of like metal.
What?
So it looks like the Coruscant. It's like a Coruscant looking planet.
Coruscant with less buildings?
Yes,
Less
kind of
okay.
like but with like fewer buildings.
Okay.
So, like early Coruscant.
And I was like on this long strip of like train,
Yeah.
right? And I was on this train, and I remember just looking out the train window and seeing this giant, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like this giant, I think it was blue. It was a giant blue, like, creature, but it looked like a vacuum cleaner kind of.
Yeah.
It was like, it didn't have any, it wasn't like a humanoid, right?
Yeah.
It looked like a giant, like half of a mouth, you know? And it just like destroyed the entire Earth. Yeah, like it was like
Inhaled it?
went no, it like got on the Earth and it was like plowing it. And it destroyed like the entire Earth was like destroyed in like 10 seconds. Or something. It was the most terrifying thing ever. It was huge. And like the thing that scared me, I remember in the dream, this was the thing that scared me.
Yeah.
The whole Earth could like just, all this
destroyed.
civilization could just like be wiped out in like 5 seconds, right?
Sucked up. That is.
Oh.
Do you ever have dreams where you have like profound thoughts like that, where it's like, oh, Earth could be destroyed in moments.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
human life is fleeting.
Oh yeah.
And besides that dream, no.
Just that one.
It was
That's the
the
only one
only
that had a
one.
lesson.
I
No,
feel like-
the other ones I just, like one of them I was just driving through the mountains and I just flew off the edge. Like, I literally just died in my dream and the second I hit the ground I woke up.
There's a lesson there.
That's horrible.
There's a lesson. Drive safely on mountain
drive safely
roads.
on mountain road.
Don't go fast.
Guarantee I was just there.
Yep.
You gotta do it.
You gotta go
Don't
slow.
fly off.
Even if someone's riding your tail, because people love to go like 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, people are real dicks in the mountains, bro.
It's
People
true.
forget how to drive in the mountains. It's like it just leaves them. Especially the ones from Texas. Good God. I've never seen more cars from Texas in my life than just driving through the mountains. Like, where are they coming from?
From
assume
Texas.
yeah.
I sent a guy from Texas an email the other day because we got a watermelon from the store and I had it for dinner. And on the watermelon it came with a little sticker. It's like a lot of fruits do. But this one was just a picture of the farmer with his name and his email, and then just the message like some comments welcome, something like that, feedback welcome. And just looking at the picture of the guy who grew the watermelon, I was like, he seems like a really nice dude. So I sent him an email around 6 p.m. last night that read like, "Howdy, Mr. insert name here.
Yeah.
Just purchased one of your seedless watermelons, and I gotta say, it was incredible. Keep up the good work, man. Your friend, Anthony.
Did you respond?
He responded this morning and said, something along the lines of like, "Hey, Anthony, thanks for the feedback. Have a great summer." It was like the greatest watermelon I'd ever had. It was incredible.
That's awesome. I love that you ate it for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
All watermelon.
I only had like half of it. I had a meat sandwich. I had like a roast beef sandwich too.
Okay. You just dined on the watermelon.
I was a kid. I loved watermelon.
Oh my god.
My mom took me to a 24-hour fitness, and she was like doing check-in, and I was known for, as a kid, kind of running off and doing my own thing. I ran up to a man who was doing sign out or something, and I just started going like sniffing around him. And he turns to me, he's like, "Yeah?" He's like, "Did you just eat watermelon?" And he goes, "Yeah, I did. I had watermelon for breakfast. You've got a really good nose." I said, "No, I just really like watermelon." My mom had to pull me away. Don't know why.
Oh my gosh,
I did
that poor dude.
That's terrifying for a guy.
It was horrifying.
Random kid.
Oh
No,
my God, like-
I just really like watermelon.
Probably thought I was some like demon that came into this realm by accident and was immediately pulled back.
It was like a really cryptic warning.
Yeah. Stay away from watermelon. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I like whisper talked to him. Bad.
How old were you?
Oh, little, like
Oh.
5 or 6.
Okay, not too bad, but man,
Young enough
I
that
would
I shouldn't
not
be
know.
sniffing people. 24-hour fitness.
I would not know what to do if like a little kid came up to me like that. Just be like, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
What do you say to them? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
I did.
She's a Will Smith, like, yo. We should appreciate the Harry Potter books or the Harry Potter movies more because,
They're good.
like,
Mostly.
normally movie adaptations of books of young adult novels kind of suck.
But they nailed it, dude.
Harry Potter
They got
was
it.
a very good film. I liked it a lot.
Does
All of
anybody
them.
remember any of them? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Should we
I
rank
watched them
them?
like 2 years ago.
Okay, yeah, let's
Let's
rank them.
rank 'em
Let's rank them real quick.
I thought they were all good.
The
This is
one
the
where
Harry Potter
Hermione
rank.
tells Harry that he's still a man, not a woman. I remember that one. That was a good one. Yeah. Hermione shut down Harry on trans rights.
Oh, yeah.
There's a weird subplot
That was
about
a good
elves.
one.
I reread the books recently, and the elves are just like slaves, and no
Like
one.
Dobby?
It's basically just slavery, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But they like it.
they
Which
like
makes it good,
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Weird, yeah.
JK.
I don't know what she was thinking with that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Why would you write? Why slavery in the wizarding world?
Dude, she wrote a lot.
She did.
She did not have to say as much as she did. Didn't she one time say that before plumbing was invented, wizards
they would
just shat wherever they wanted
Yep,
and then magicked
make
it away?
disappear. You didn't need to explain that part of the wizarding world.
There's no way they did that. People didn't just shit in the street all the time. Like, I mean, some people
They
do.
still do.
Some people do still, but like, come on.
L.A.
You're
baby.
telling me all around Hogwarts, like,
Oh, yeah.
Professor
Yes.
whatever would just, the
You see
headmaster of
Flitwick taking a
Hogwarts would
fat
just
dump.
pull his
Yes.
pants down.
Yeah. And then just,
What spell do you cast to make shit disappear, dude?
Disappeario.
Disappeario?
Goodbye, poo poo.
God, why are you talking about this? How would you rank them?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot we were doing that. We'll cut this whole bit out.
Yeah. Rank. Okay, so, like,
I think the earlier ones are weaker.
yeah.
What?
Because
One-
they're like,
1 and 2.
I don't think they're bad. It's just like
1 and 2 are
sleeper.
weak. 1 and 2 are sleepers.
The
for
giant snake was a sleeper?
Yes, because
That
what's it
part's
called?
not
It's
less
like because it's
sleepy.
made for kids. The later ones are more like adult.
Azkaban is where it gets
Oriented.
adult.
Sure. Azkaban is, yeah.
Yeah, the third one I think is where it gets good.
I
Dude,
love Azkaban.
that. I would say that might be my number 1, actually. Because that movie literally petrified me as a kid. Like, I think it traumatized me. Still scared of werewolves.
is it-
Oh, yeah.
That's the one with like the rat guy, right?
Yeah, the rat
Yeah,
guy is
he
in
did
that one
Pettigrew?
too. Oh, it's
Yeah.
that weird scene where he like turns into the rat. He's like, his face shrinks down. And,
Oh,
like, he's like,
yeah.
and then into the. It's
such
such,
a
a
vivid-
weird movie.
I remember that.
Every part of that movie is just so visceral. Like I could just
Oh, yeah.
explain it to it in so much detail. Like It terrified me when that fucking professor transformed into the werewolf.
Oh, Lupin?
That whole scene, and then he chases Harry and Hermione in like the future or whatever.
And there's a thwomp.
God, that movie is nuts, dude. That
Was
movie's-
that the time travel?
Yeah,
part?
It has time travel,
Time travel.
Was that the one with
Dementors.
the lake?
Yeah.
Yep.
The
It's got the
Dementors.
Dementors and the
Yes.
Expecto Patronum.
Yeah, and I never.
It explains the Patronuses.
But it wasn't his dad. It was him.
It was him.
It was him. Yeah.
From the future.
Yes. That's the most cursed.
Spoiler.
Well, I mean,
That movie came out like
Harry
2004.
Potter 3 from 2004.
The worst one's the 5th movie. That one sucks so much.
What was that?
I hate Order of the Phoenix.
why?
It's long. It's boring. There's nothing fun in that
making it
story.
What
stand
happens
right
in-
here.
I'm trying to. I get the
Nothing happens in that
the
one.
5th and the 6th. Like I don't remember. Like
Because both of those suck.
The
I went on a
7th
run and I watched the 6th one while I was running and I absorbed none of it. It was so boring. Dumbledore dies. Woohoo.
Yeah.
You really had to write a whole story. You could have killed Dumbledore in the
well, there's
5th
gotta be
one.
more than that happens than just that.
They go to like
Harry Potter gets a girlfriend.
don't they go somewhere to get like a Horcrux and they're like in the big cave of the
That's
whatever.
the whole movie. Everything
the
else is just
dragon
filler.
one?
No, that's the next one. But then like
Seventh?
That's a good
yeah,
one.
Dumbledore and Harry are like in some cave and like Dumbledore
Oh,
has to
yes,
drink the
Yeah,
yes.
he's like, don't stop me,
He's
no
like,
matter
"Don't
what I
stop me,
say.
Harry, no matter
He
what."
takes
He's like,
one sip, he's like,
Please,
Harry!
I'm dying, please.
Don't make me
Immediately
drink
like, on his
anymore.
knees, bleeding from his eyes.
That's
Like,
gross.
yeah, it's so hard. It's like, oh,
And then they come back and
maybe
he
we
dies.
should rewatch it. Maybe we have a bit of like a
Harry
bias.
Potter
onto it.
marathon.
Yeah.
The 5th actually
I
sucks.
like
though.
the 4th one.
I love the 4th one.
The goblet.
Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire was my favorite
It
one.
slaps. You got dragons. You got
I
mermaids.
just don't like the whole goblet part. Like the
Yeah.
trials and stuff.
coward. Just afraid. That's a good movie.
I love that movie because it just like I love how it just takes a dive for like
Yeah.
seriousness in just one scene. Like there's just some dude
Oh, where
who's
you
been
the
there
guy
the whole
dies.
time. Yeah, like just some teenager's been there the
Oh,
whole
some
time
like 17
and just
year old.
gets killed. Like
Yes.
that changes.
Oh, yeah,
it.
and then
That
His
is-
dad
that's
comes out.
when-
He's like, my boy.
Yeah,
My boy.
It's
He's
like,
so
what?
sad.
Can you imagine how
That's-
like the fucking
yeah.
12-year-olds like, oh shit, like
Heartbroken.
that haven't read the books. They're like, oh shit, like they're shell shocked.
That's the one where Voldemort comes back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because like the blood sacrifice from Harry.
Yeah, it's the
He
one.
comes back.
Oh god,
That's
that
the
movie,
one.
That movie's good too. Yeah. And dude, the actor who plays Voldemort, I feel like he did such a good. Who
Oh.
is it? Who is it?
Ralph.
Ray Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes.
His
Yeah.
name is Ralph, but he says it Ray.
don't
Shut
like
the
that.
hell up, Ralph.
Ralph
God
Fiennes.
damn it! But yeah, he does such a good job on
He does a great
with
job.
Voldemort because he's so weird. He's just such a weirdo. Like the way he says things.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there used to be a lot of memes.
Yeah, remember
about
how he
Voldemort.
says it when he kills Harry? In
Yeah.
The last one?
Yeah.
That's what he said it like.
That's so specific and accurate. Yeah, he does. You really put on the character's
It is.
mannerisms.
That's
He
how he
did the
speaks.
face. He does. Oh.
Oh my god.
Now that we talked about them, I think I really only like 50% of the movies.
Yeah.
Never mind. I retract my
Okay.
statement.
Let's go through them, right?
7 is good.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay.
It's a good introduction.
It's good.
It's a 6 or
It's a
7.
little, it's a little slow.
A light 6.
Yeah.
A light 7.
I would give it a 6.5. But I have to rewatch it also.
I need to rewatch it from memory.
I think the second one is just as good, maybe a little bit more boring. It's
I
just
like
a
the
little bit
second
more
one more.
slow.
It's got a snake.
It does have the snake. I feel like I liked it more when I was a kid, so I'll give that one both of those I'll keep it a 6.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third
the third
one.
one. Good. 8.
That movie is great. I love that movie. I'll give that an 8.
Yeah, I'd
I'll
say
give
8.
that-
It's a very good natural progression in the more mature Harry Potter
Yes,
stories.
exactly.
It's a good stepping point. Because at this point they're 13 or 14 years old.
Yeah.
So they lean into the romance stuff. That's probably the weakest part of Harry Potter. A lot of the romance stuff.
Yeah, they don't
Not
do a great
interesting.
job with it.
The first-
the,
Right? The 7th is the one with like when Ron leaves or whatever.
When they get pissed in the woods.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
it gives
I'm gonna break
vision.
the Horcrux
Do you
on my
remember when it
head.
gives them the vision? It
Of
gives
them
Ron
having
the vision
yeah,
of Harry and
yeah.
Hermione having sex. That's
Oh,
so weird.
I was like 13 in the movie
Yeah.
theater. It was like,
So
ah.
weird. Like they're making out with each other and like they're both just naked and Ron's just like,
me mad. Yeah, and then he
breaks
saves
the-
Harry. He comes back and he saves Harry from the locket that was like hanging him. I don't even remember.
Yeah. Anyways,
The third's good. 8.
3,
fourth.
8, 4.
I like it.
I don't know.
I'd give it like a 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'll give it a
7.
I'll stick with a 7 because I don't know.
It has mermaids.
5?
That's the part I hate.
5 sucks. The 3.
He hates 5.
What? Can somebody remind me of the plot?
No, I
It's
can't even.
The Order of the Phoenix.
They want to protect Dumbledore, so they start a club, and then Dolores Umbridge takes over the campus, and everyone's like, "Get out of here, you fat ugly woman, you pig!"
And then there's also that giant in it, and there's also centaurs.
The centaur who teaches the astronomy.
That pink lady.
Yeah,
The Pink Lady movie.
And they like take her away.
Yeah, that part was bad.
They kill Gary Oldman.
Yeah, they do kill Gary Oldman.
Yeah, I think Gary Oldman. Sirius Black.
I don't think I mind that part of the movie as
That part's
much.
good. When
Is
they
when
invade
have that,
like the Ministry of
yeah,
Magic.
they have their magic like
They want to go
That
get the
giant
gun.
like
and
that
big
archive?
thing. Yeah,
that part's cool.
exactly. Oh man.
okay.
I think I hate the 5th one because I was in a stage production of the 5th one. I played Ron Weasley.
What?
Yeah, I've got the DVD somewhere.
Were you serious?
Yeah, when I was like 11, I played Ron Weasley.
We gotta watch that.
It was
Wow.
horrendous.
I didn't know that.
What would you
the
give? What
fuck?
would you rate that one? Then?
Based on what I can remember, I didn't like it as
Bad.
much as the other ones. I'm gonna give it a 5.
They cut
because-
Harry's hair.
Yeah, and he looks weird.
It looks weird.
The 6th one, I remember kind of liking, but I also didn't. I think it was just too much for me to absorb when I was younger. It has a lot.
What's
in
the
it.
part where like the whole Snape thing gets unviewed?
That's
Gets
the last
revealed?
movie.
That's the last one where he was like good all along.
Oh, I
and like
love that
Dumbledore
part.
got like the curse, and that's why he
Yes.
let him kill him and stuff.
Yeah, that is so good.
The 6th one is like, it's romance subplots for 2 hours,
It
and
is.
then they go to a cave, and the story resumes.
Well, it starts so good. Do you remember, dude? It starts and like you're following fucking what are they called? Death Eaters, and they're like going in their little thing.
Oh, I thought
They
it was
immediately
cool.
like
On
fucking
the bridge?
perform a terrorist attack.
They
like,
do!
blow up a fucking
They-
bridge. Like it's like whoa,
They
it's
blow up
Harry
like
Potter, right?
the London Bridge.
It's
do?
so cool. Yeah,
Not
they
the
blow up-
London, the one that's like in front of the cathedral and connects to like
Yeah,
the
they do. They
World
totally blow up
Globe
that
Theater.
bridge.
They like nuke it with their magic,
And then
the
they show up
Muggles-
at like a shop and they like blow that up and they just
Why?
grab Malfoy out like because I
Yeah.
think Malfoy was there and they
What's the
like,
one where Harry
kidnapped
gets
him.
attacked in the tunnel?
Yes.
That's
That's
No,
the 5th one.
that's
We
the
get attacked by
5th one.
Dementors. That scene
Oh,
terrified
and then like,
me.
and then like Harry goes into that whole thing where he's like, "You used magic outside of out of Hogwarts."
That happens in every movie.
Every movie.
He returns and like, "Oh, Harry, it's not allowed." He's like, "I'm sorry,
Now
chef."
this time you're truly expelled. It's like,
Then he's not.
but I'm Harry. Oh, you're right.
You gotta come back,
You're
come
right.
back,
Come
mate.
back.
We got a
need
snake
you.
for you in the basement. Come on, mate. I don't know why they're Australians. The 7th one is killer. I had that on the Wii.
The video game.
Get the Alice Part 1 on the Wii.
That one I thought was bad though.
No, when they have this shootout, not the shoot, they
I
have a
think
magic shootout in like a coffee shop, and it's like the sound
remember
effects are
that,
so
yeah.
good. It's like,
Oh, yeah,
and
that
they like
was
hide, and you
cool.
hear like the tiles
Yeah.
like,
I think that movie suffers from
Nope.
too long.
nope, doesn't.
Does
Good.
it not? It
I
might
just
not
didn't
be.
like the whole part where they're like in the wilderness.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I
I thought
forgot.
that part took way too
Yeah, but they
long.
rob Gringotts.
They do. They do some cool stuff.
That's the one with the dragon
Yeah.
Isn't that the next one?
in the cup that like.
Oh, yeah.
They all
Right?
work together.
What's the
Yeah.
one with the cup that like?
That's
like
the next
spins?
one.
No, the
No,
cup
multiplies.
That, yeah, multiplies.
That's the last movie.
That's Gringos?
Gringos, they
Yeah.
rob the Goblin Bank.
Yeah.
There's no goblins outside of that bank in the Wizarding World. They're
They also
enslaved.
used like a curse, like one of the unforgivable curses on the bank teller to make them do that. Which is a little
torture him.
morally
They
ambiguous.
do.
which I
They
kinda
torture
like.
him. That movie goes morally
They
great.
do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Harry Potter uses like Crucio,
He uses Crucio on fucking whoever kills Sirius Black.
which feels like you get needles stuck into your body.
Yeah, he
Oh,
uses
is that
it.
the one that the Moody used on the spider?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that scene
Good
so
scene.
well.
That's a great scene.
Where this-
where
it,
he
like,
explains,
curls up and it's
Crucio, and it's like and fucking whoever, like he tortured that kid's parents.
No,
That-
Neville Longbottom.
Yeah, that scene is layered, dude. That's just like a sociopath.
But that wasn't-
The more we
That-
talk about it, the more I realize these
because
are great.
because he wasn't actually Mad Eye Moody.
That was the
fucking,
he was locked in like the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
They
David
should-
Tennant.
They should have done more with that villain because that's fucked up. If you think about it,
Barty Crouch.
he's a fucked up dude. If he did that,
Bad man.
He basically recreated his parents' torture
In
and
front of
murder
the kid?
in front of their son. That's crazy.
That's a good scene.
That's good. Wow, I didn't think of
That's
it
rich.
like that.
And
Well done,
then,
Harry Potter.
then they get on a dragon and they go back to Hogwarts.
Yeah.
And then
they
they're
free the
like,
dragon
"We
from the
must
vault.
protect the castle.
Yep.
And then it's really cool for like an hour.
Well, then I think like Snape is like, you know, that's his cape.
Oh, when he like
what are you doing here? Like, does that. And then fucking McGonagall's like, and don't they have, like, a duel?
I think they do.
And then, like, she's like, get out of here, Snape. You're never welcome. And then he
Yo,
leaves.
you killed Dumbledore.
He goes
That's what Harry says, doesn't he? He's like,
Yeah, and then he goes back to Voldemort, and he's like, okay, now we gotta...
And then he dies in the
Then they
house.
then they attacked it, and then that's like the rest.
Neville runs across a bridge, and I couldn't beat the level in the Wii game.
Run across
You have to like shake the Wii remote, like.
I love Neville in that movie because he's just so jacked, and he's just so like...
He got big.
Such a man's man, bro. And
He
he cuts
did.
off the head
Who
of
does he
the
kill?
snake.
Didn't he kill
Nagini.
an important-
He kills
Which is a
the
human.
snake.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling confirmed that that's an Asian lady.
An
It is a
Asian
lady, yeah.
I don't know why I said Asian. It doesn't really matter. But
I think it did matter because like it's racist somehow because like
probably.
in the trailer for whatever movie it's revealed that she's a woman, she's like in a cage, and it's like I don't know, apparently that's a real thing. So
And then it gets beheaded by Neville.
and then he beheads her later down,
Which is a woman we all know. So Neville Longbottom is a murderer. Congrats.
Yes,
He killed a woman.
in canon. He is a
That is
murderer.
canon. Good work, Neville.
That's so weird.
It is.
That's weird, bro.
Okay, so let's.
All right.
So
Okay.
tier list of all of them then.
Number one
Is the
S tier
third?
3, dude.
Three.
For sure. What else is S tier of Harry Potter? I think that's probably it.
I'm gonna put 7 right beneath. Maybe.
A tier? Oh, and S tier?
S tier is the 3rd, and then A tier maybe the 7th movie. And
Which one? The first or second? Oh, 7.
Both.
Sorry.
Both.
Yeah, sorry.
Part 1 and Part 2 are pretty equal for me in terms of good Harry Potter content.
Okay. I feel like 4,
4.
7 part 2 go in A.
Yeah.
4 and 7 part 2 go in A.
I
That's
think
it.
1, 2, and 7 Part 1 could be B.
Yeah.
1, 2, 7, part 1.
Would be a good B
Yeah.
tier.
C tier?
C would be
6.
5 and
6.
6.
D is 5.
5.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
is
good. That's a
awesome.
good tier list. I think
Honestly,
that's
I think that's fair.
that is a really fair one, I think. And then below that is whatever the fuck the other movies are that they made.
Oh,
I've never seen
The
them.
Fantastic
Beasts and
dude.
where to catch them.
Dude, why would they call it Fantastic Beasts? Why would they base it off of that specific thing when they wanted to make it about like the Wizarding War of the 1900s? Like,
Yeah,
why did they name it Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? Because I remember having that book.
I did too.
It's just a book full of
got pictures of monsters.
made up monsters. It's not like a real story to it.
Nope.
Why did they decide to do that? They could have just had the character in it without making it the focus of the story. Make him like a beast expert or whatever for the war, if that's what they wanted to focus on.
That's sad. I don't want to see animals die.
That's true. That's a good point.
I don't want to see.
him.
Yeah, I would
A
hate
big
this.
fake like rhinoceros with a horn. Wait, no, that is a regular
I wouldn't want to see that.
rhinoceros.
I would love to see that actually.
A real rhinoceros with a horn. Could you imagine?
Yeah, by the time this podcast comes out, all the rhinos will be dead.
They will be
They'll
dead.
be gone.
Oh
Or
man.
hornless.
Or horn. Yeah, both.
I don't think you can take the horn without them dying.
Really?
I don't know. I think it's like hedgehogs. You ever seen a hedgehog skeleton?
No.
Their spine
I
is like
wish.
part of the part with all the little needles is like part of their skeleton, and it combines with their spine, kind of like a turtle.
Yeah, the turtle's like
What?
shells connected to
They're
it.
like inseparable.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gross. I didn't like seeing it.
Speaking of hedgehogs,
Sonic.
the last movie I saw in theaters was fucking Sonic.
You
the
saw that?
Hedgehog.
What would you give it?
In theaters.
Out of 10.
5.
Really?
Yeah, 5.
What
would you-
what would you have given it if they didn't change Sonic?
A much higher score.
6.
It
I
was
give
more
it a 6.
entertaining.
Yeah, no, it's just like people really give it a lot of credit for being a movie. You know, bare minimum. Like they really thought it was gonna be so bad that
Yeah.
the bare minimum seems like a masterpiece to a lot of people. It's a 5. It's not.
It's okay.
It's not bad, and it's really not good. Like it's just a movie.
Video
It's
game
like
movies
Alvin
are
and the
terrible.
Chipmunks.
Oh, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Although that might be more on the bad side. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Excuse me, Alvin and the Chipmunks is a classic film.
It's probably classic.
Simon is played by Matthew Gray Grubler.
I am sure
from
it's
Criminal
aged
Minds.
so fantastically.
It probably hasn't.
Yeah.
Alvin! I remember David Cross is in that film.
Yeah,
He kidnaps them and tries to merchandise them. There's
Ian
that great
Hawke?
scene where he's like, as Ian Hawke, yeah. And he like, the Dave is walking around like a carnival and he's like, hey Dave, look at this. And he holds up like an Alvin stuffy. It's like etched in my mind.
Oh my god.
Check this out.
God.
Points into the camera.
I just like what is up with them making movies about animated creatures, and then they always hang out in a car on like a road trip. Like it happens every single time. It happened in Sonic.
That's cute.
And, like,
Alvin and the Chipmunks road trip is that whole movie.
that is the whole movie.
Have you seen that?
No,
I know by the title.
Just know
Shipwrecked
by
was
the-
about them falling overboard and
Yeah, it's
being
like-
stranded on an island
I
together.
get as much as I pay
David
for.
Cross dresses up as like a chicken
He's
the
like,
whole movie.
he's dressed as a pelican the whole time. He's
Yeah.
also on the
What?
island.
Yeah, and he wants to like kill Dave or something.
David.
I like his character arc from wanting the Chipmunks to wanting to kill Dave. You really see they really break down the fundamentals of man.
I might be remembering that wrong, but I remember like he wanted to like kill somebody in the Chipwreck.
Maybe Alvin, because he gets on your nerves a little bit. Do you remember this scene where they're like first meeting Dave outside his window and they're naked,
Yeah, I do.
and they mention something to Dave and it cuts to them like in the like Montana wilderness in the winter, freezing in a treetop, also naked, singing. I think. I vividly remember that. I also remember him taking a shower in a dishwasher.
I can't remember anything from these movies.
You've
bro.
repressed
like,
them.
I
I remember they, like-
literally repressed them.
Yeah, I just remember one scene. They're like in his kitchen, like throwing cheese balls everywhere.
Oh,
That's all I remember.
cheese
I
ball.
just remember like did like most of the movie take place in his house? 'Cause
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I feel like
It's
it's
the only filming location they could afford. They spent all the money on the CGI for the Chipmunks.
And then there was like the business building where Ian Hawke lived.
Yeah, it's at 5 p.m. right now.
Oh, that's pretty good. That was a lot of
We had a lot of content.
topic to discuss.
There's enough to cut. We can get a good 45 minutes out of
The
this.
outro then?
Yeah, play the outro music. We don't have outro music.
Silence.
I was like waiting. Yeah.
We don't have anything. How do you want to close this one?
Avada Kedavra!